What's going on, my truckers? I want to start today's video. Can you do a last shout out to Roger Strange? He's a veteran and a retired 50-year trucker that passed away today from cancer. He lived in Jefferson City, left behind his beautiful wife, and thanks from Brian LaForge. Thank you so much for moving to America. Thank you so much for serving our country. We appreciate, we love you. And thank you, Brian LaForge, for just bringing this to light. Now, I've been asked from truck drivers to share a trucking with Old Snapper as well. He's on YouTube, TikTok, social media. And basically, drivers are saying that we want to wish this driver well. Trucking with Old Snapper even put, I would like to thank all my followers on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok for the love and support you have shown me over the years. I'm currently battling pancreatic cancer with mass to my liver. I was diagnosed a few months ago. I will continue to post all on my platforms. You know, it says, but I want to thank y'all before I reach the point that I can no longer post. Wow. You know, people have asked me to share a GoFundMe. So I just want to share a link to that as well. You know, Trucking with Old Snapper. I don't know you, but I love you, and drivers love you as well. So I just want to share. Here's an accident that happened on Route 1 in Morrisville, Pennsylvania. It happened this morning, afternoon actually, around 1:15 p.m. 81-year-old woman driver driving north in southbound lanes. And basically, as you can see from this picture, collided with a tractor trailer near Pennsylvania Avenue. And you can see the car was pinned against the barrier wall, nose down, rear end lifted in the air. And it's sad, but in the hospital, the elderly lady pronounced dead. And basically he says that semi-truck driver hospitalized with unknown injuries. So it definitely impacted the Route 1 and shut down both directions. And of course, under investigation. But this one right here, really sad. Rest in peace to the four-wheeler. You know, but yeah, she was driving the wrong way. This is an absolutely great question here. A mother trucker shows this video link where in Canada now, they're scanning x-rays and they're making the driver get out of the truck. And he asked the question, will America ever do this? And the truth be told, the biggest difference is in America, they already do it. What they do in America is they deploy these scanners at ports of entries and border crossings and rail lines. And in Canada, they're doing this at all their inspection areas is what they want to do. So that's the big difference. You know, you're not going to see this in America at the weigh stations or the rest areas where they're going to scan you. They're not going to do that to you. You're going to see this at border crossings and ports of entry in America. So that's what it is. But it'd be interesting to see them take this technology in America and use it at the weigh stations, right? I'm sure a lot of us wouldn't care for that much, but tell me, have you been scanned at a port of entry? Tell me how that experience was. Was it weird? Or, you know, did they make you get out of the truck? I'm very curious to know. So when there's a new administrator that touches the lives of truck drivers, we definitely want to talk about this. It says Senate confirms Sean McMaster as FHWA administrator. For the ones that don't know what that means, his job is to take care of the nation's highways. It says make sure federal money is spent on road projects, work with the states to build and fix roads and bridges, help improve road safety and reduce traffic. You know, support truckers by working on issues like truck parking and congestion, speed up construction projects, and basically he helps make sure our highways are safe and well funded and running smoothly. If you need this guy to fix our roads, which state has the worst roads? So check out this map right here. I got this off of Landline Media. It states that for the percentage is how many drivers were put out of service for English language proficiency. And it says here, not surprisingly, the higher out of service rates happen in non-border states rather than border states. So South Dakota led all states with the 100% out of service rate on all 20 of the English proficiency violations it written. Oklahoma and Arkansas, two states that pursue state level English proficiency laws, also turned in robust out of service rates of 90.2% and 72.9%. So you can check out this map right here. Look how low California is, 1.8%. Texas is so big, right? And you can see from their other map, they pulled over 1,900 drivers for this, but only put out of service 14.3%. So you see the big dogs out there. as you get further away from the border states from Mexico, it seems like definitely they're putting these drivers out of service. Look at that. South Dakota, 100%. Wisconsin, 89.5%. I mean, these states aren't playing around, you know. So Mutha truckers, by looking at this, do you believe that this is what's going to help weed out the unsafe drivers and bring back rates? Or do you think there's no correlation between the two? Hey Alex, it says, can you share this video right here? I live out in Oklahoma. Thought it was a really good video. Basically, the Oklahoma State Trooper wanted to give a Tuesday tip for four-wheelers to drive around semi-trucks. And so I definitely want to share this right here. The second thing about that is when you get your Class C license, I really think that these drivers need to take a separate test so that they understand a little bit of the functions and how long it takes for a semi-truck to stop. And I think that would be a really good thing. I mean, Mutha truckers, sometimes we don't like more rules and regulations, but do you think it'd be better if regular Class C drivers had to take an extra written test to learn a little bit about how semi-trucks and trailers operate and how they stop and how they brake and how long they are and, you know, how they turn? I think that would save a lot of lives.
Truckstop again with another Tuesday with the Trooper. Today I want to talk to you about operating safely around semi-trucks. Semi-trucks by nature are longer, heavier vehicles that require more distance to stop, as well as not handling like cars do. So therefore, as car drivers, there are things that we can do to make sure that everybody stays safe. Number one, don't follow too closely. When you do, you greatly reduce the amount of visibility that you have to see what lies ahead. Number two, don't hang out in their blind spots. Don't linger there. Get through the blind spots where you can be seen. Number three, don't change lanes in front of a semi-truck, especially when traffic is slowing or coming to a stop ahead. They allow for a certain amount of distance, and when you take that away, they have to adjust quickly. And again, we said they don't handle like cars do, so give them a chance to be successful. Semi-truck drivers across Oklahoma do a great job. We appreciate their service. As car drivers, there are things that we can do to make sure that everybody on the road stays safe. I appreciate your time, Oklahoma. Have a safe week.
Overall, Mutha truckers, thank you so much for watching today's video. I try to put all the clips on one so that you guys get them right away. Try to hit the bullet points right away so you get them. And so please email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. I am hearing you guys. I know the frustration out there, and I'm just here to share the information and just give it to you straight.